Finally, protein chips you won't be embarrassed to tell people you eat. Welcome, I'm John of John Health and Fitness. No miracles, real life. Part of real life is dealing with that craving you have for something salty and crunchy. I'm talking potato chips, Doritos, and the like. Fortunately, there are pretty good substitutes now. We're past the days of those really awful protein chips. There are ones out now you might actually like. I picked out the top 3. For those of you in a rush and you just want to trust me, I'm going to tick them off right away. Then we'll go a little more in depth later. Coming in at number 3, health-wise protein chips. Now these are number 3 for a couple of reasons. The main one is they only have 10 grams of protein, which is about half of what the other ones have. They almost have a compromise between regular chips and protein chips. They do a good job, like all the others, of cutting the fat back pretty well, about 4 grams. One thing to watch out for, these are a salt bomb. My personal favorite is the Pizza Crunch flavor. Coming in at number 2, Quest protein chips. These are the first ones that came out that I thought were really good. These have over 20 grams of protein, very limited carbs, relatively low fat, even a little bit of fiber. That's a pretty good mix if you're looking for a protein chip. They also taste really good. Sodium's a bit high in these. And number 1, Quest again, tortilla style protein chips. Now full disclosure, these are basically the protein chips cut into triangles, a little more crispy, but the main thing is they have that incredible tortilla flavor to them. It's all coating, of course, but it's that flavor that makes you want to eat a gigantic bag of these. Fortunately, as far as I know, they only come in the small bags. So you can grab a bag, go sit down, and just try to leave it at that. Like the Quest protein chips, non-tortilla style, almost 20 grams of protein, very low carbs, tiny bit of fiber, fat's under control, but once again a bit of a sodium bomb. So you need to watch out for that. One other caution, they have stevia. Now, I can usually taste stevia in a product. I don't mind it, it's a natural sweetener. It can be considered controversial for some, and some people just don't like the taste. If you don't want to consume stevia, these are probably not for you. If you don't like the taste of stevia, I don't think you'll notice. I didn't. Just for comparison purposes, here's the nutritional value of Doritos. Just straight up regular Doritos, about 150 calorie serving. You can see these actually have less sodium than those Quest chips, and that's why I keep emphasizing the sodium. It kind of surprises me, so if you have to watch your salt, definitely keep an eye on that. So those are my top 3 right there. If you want to stick around, I'll talk a little bit why I like these and the criteria I use to decide what makes for a good protein chip. First of all, what I'm looking for in a protein chip is, of course, protein. I already eat a lot of carbohydrates in my normal diet, and I get plenty of fat. The main thing I want out of protein chips, these supplements, and I do bars too, is I'm trying to top off my protein to try to bring it up to around 25% of my diet. And this is one of the ways I do it. All these basically pass the bar. The health-wise, a little short, but I like it for variety. Number 2, no artificial anything. So no colors, no sweeteners, no flavors. You look at the ingredients of these 3, they're a bit long, so you kind of have to read through them. Nothing there jumps out at me that's a problem for me, but you might want to examine them a little bit more closely for yourself. And finally, they have to taste good. You have a lot of choices these days. Why eat something that doesn't taste good when you don't have to? Now, taste is highly subjective, and at the end of this video, I will throw in some readings from the Amazon reviews for people with different views. But I like all of these. Well, I can't really show you taste, I can show you texture. Alright, so let's take a look at these. We'll start with number 3, health-wise protein chips. Now these are Ranch Crunch. I'm going to tell you right up now, not my favorite flavor, but then again, I don't like ranch generally. So that could just be me. The Pizza Crunch is awesome, however. In terms of texture, these are a little stiffer and harder, much more crunchy than the other ones. They have a little bit of thickness to them. I like them as a change of pace in terms of mouthfeel. Nice coating of flavor. Check out that ingredient label again. I didn't see anything that jumped out at me. So it's a nice spice mixture. Second, Quest protein chips. I love these. Barbecue and sour cream and onion are my favorite. These are much more crispy. In terms of looking like potato chips, they kind of make them in that shape. It's fine, I don't care. These are perfectly round. But these are much more crispy, have a crispy texture to them. Much more potato chip-like. Finally, number 1, the app killer of protein chips. Quest tortilla style. Put a couple of these out here. So these are similarly crispy, unsurprisingly. They're in that great triangle shape. And they have that wonderful coating on them. Rather thick, in fact. Really flavorful. These are not anything you'd want to dip, I don't think. But these are excellent. And, again, very similar. You really can't go wrong with any of these. But, yeah, this is the app killer. I don't need to be eating these right now. So those are my top 3. In reverse order, Health-Wise protein chips, Quest protein chips, and Quest tortilla style protein chips. A really good solution to kind of quell that craving you have for crunchy, salty things without all the fat, definitely without all the carbs. A big shot of protein, a little bit of fiber, just watch out for the sodium. I'll have affiliate links for all these down in the description. I buy these through Amazon. I encourage you to look at subscribe and save. It's a way to save some money. These are not cheap. They can run around $2 a bag, even in quantity, a little bit below. For the amount of protein you're getting, I think it's worth it and comparable to a protein bar. Thanks for watching. I am John of John Health and Fitness. Check out the website, johnhealthandfitness.com. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell so you don't miss any future videos. Because I am going to keep eating protein chips until I find the perfect ones. But I'm telling you, those Quest tortilla styles, they come pretty close. Health-Wise protein chips from Miss Stein. Taste terrible. By Amazon customer. Do not waste your money. I just received my 4 extremely small bags of these chips, and they are not what they claimed they are. Not only do they taste awful, but they are not a full bag and came packaged in a bubble medium envelope that did not prevent them from being nothing more than a bag of crumbs. Disappointed, to say the least. From Andy T-Rex, if I wanted protein powder, I would have ordered that. Instead, I wanted chips. If I could give 0 stars for this order, I would. Quest tortilla style. Absolutely awful. The aftertaste was terrible. I didn't expect these from Bonnie. I didn't expect these to be amazing or taste like a Dorito, but gross. They have a weird texture and taste. I am really disappointed, and I have a big box now. The flavor was okay, but the texture was wafer-like. From Amazon customer. Taste like crap. Quest protein chips. No, just no. Starts with a nice crisp and finishes with an aftertaste that makes me nauseous. Disgusting! The flavor is trying to cover up a horrible texture. These chips are torture to eat, and I'm so mad at myself for wasting money on a case. This is all from P. Beckus. I've thrown so many away. My dog even hates them, and he eats anything. Let's test that. Baxter! Because my dog really does eat anything. And so do I.